Hello, my lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing this look right here. It's a really fun, energetic, colorful look for the springtime, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to prep our eyelids. I am using my NYX concealer, and I'm using the color CW07. I'm placing this on both my eyelids, and then I'm going to blend it out with my Real Techniques, just the Expert Face brush. This is just going to ensure that it's all nicely blended out without me having to go in and use my finger, but you could totally use your finger, you could use a sponge, you could use a beauty blender, whatever your beautiful little heart is content on, that's what you can go ahead and use. Now to set that in place, I'm going to go in with this Bare Minerals translucent powder and my favorite Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush, and I'm basically placing that all over my eyelid. This is just going to ensure that it's nicely set and that all the eyeshadows we place on top are going to blend much easier. So going into this Morphe brush in the color Fawn by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going to pick that up on my blending brush and I'm just going to go back and forth in windshield wiper motions in the crease of my eyelid. Once I'm happy with the way it's blended out, then I'm going to start going in with like circles and just blending this color up towards my brow bone. I really just want to make sure that this color is nicely blended because this is basically our transition color. This is the first color that we're placing down to help the other colors blend out. On that same brush, I'm going to pick up Blazing by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm placing that in the crease of my eyelid as well, but as you can see, I'm keeping this lower on my crease. So we took Fawn and we put that in the upper crease and made that our transition color, but we want to take Blazing and keep it really low towards the eyelid area. We want to keep this here because it's going to add a beautiful definition, especially when we go in with the next color. I really want this color to peek through, but I don't want it to go too high that it looks, unblended or anything like that. So you want to keep this very tight to your crease, but still blend it out enough that you're going to be able to see it once you go in with the color on top of this. So now I'm going in with an e.l.f. smudger brush, and I'm going to pick up the color Deep Plum from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm placing that on the outer V of my eyelid. So once I've placed that color, I'll go in with the Sigma E25 brush, and I'm going to blend this out. As you can see, I'm holding the brush towards the end of the barrel because I don't want to add much pressure. I want the brush to do the work. Once I've blended this out, I do notice that the color obviously kind of is not as intense as I want it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in, add more shadow to my eyelids with that same smudger brush, and then I'll go back in with the same blush and then blend it all over again. You can do this until you're happy with the intensity of the shadows. You don't even have to do this more than one time. I just like it to be more intense. I really want that color to show through, and I think that it adds a beautiful definition to the eyelid when you have it really nice and intense. So that's why I'm doing this, but honestly feel free to just go in one time. There is no right or wrong way about this. It's whatever you like and whatever you think looks good. And as you can see, I'm just blending that out till I'm happy with how it looks. So now going in on this beautiful eyeshadow from MAC. This is Coppering with Mint Brush number 22. I'm picking that up and I'm placing that in the inner portion of my eyelid area. So as you can see, we put no product in this area, so now we're just adding this shadow to really brighten up the area and complete the look. So once that's done, I'm going to go in and I'm going to line my upper waterline with my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Eyeliner. This is really going to help make the lash line look a lot fuller. You'll see a big difference if you do not do this step. For eyeliner, I'm using my e.l.f. gel eyeliner and this Sigma brush, and all I'm doing is doing a very tiny wing. It's like a baby wing and a very thin line. I do not want a harsh eyeliner look. I want it to be very thin. Lately, I haven't even been doing eyeliner, so I'm finding that thin eyeliner is like the best of both worlds. It still gives you that definition, but it's not too harsh. Going into the color Wheat from the Smashbox Litho Trio palette, I'm picking that up and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. So I'm taking Mint Brush number 22, just placing it underneath the top point of my brows and then just blending that down, and that's going to clean up any mistakes you make as well. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm just going to comb them through and then I fill them in with my Sephora Brow Wiz pencil in the color Midnight Chestnut. I'm going to curl my lashes with my Tweezerman eyelash curler, and then I'm applying mascara. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara. You can use any mascara you like. There's no rhyme or reason. You just apply mascara to your lashes and just make sure to give them a really nice coat before you go in with falsies. Today I'm using my favorite lashes. These are Red Cherry number 523. Now my face was a little dry, so I went in with some sea berry oil from Fresh. This will just ensure that everything goes on a lot nicer when you're applying the rest of your makeup. So now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Professional Primer. I usually don't use a primer, but I felt like I wanted to today. It really helps to clean up the skin and make everything look very silky and smooth. So I'm placing that in my T-zone area after I've warmed it up in my hand by just rubbing it together. And then whatever's left, I'm just applying to the rest of my face. But you want to focus it in areas where your pores are the largest. For me, that's my T-zone. I'm going in with my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation and my e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm buffing that into my skin. Because we applied the oil and the primer, it's going to go on a lot easier, and it's also going to make the foundation stick a lot better. So for concealer, I'm going to keep it in the NARS family, and I'm going to go in with my creamy concealer in the color Caramel, and obviously I'm going to hit the normal places that we always hit. So for me, that is my under eye area. I'm going to do like a nice upside down little triangle here. Take it down past my nose and then down past my eyelid area, and then I'll do some down the bridge of my nose. I'll also take some on my jaw area, and I just do that to clean up that area because I do suffer from darkness there, and then a little bit on my forehead. I'm taking this Lancome Duo Cream Contour and Highlight Stick, and mine actually broke. That's why you can see I'm like dipping it over, and I'm using my Sephora brush to just place that on places I want to have a contour. So basically the hollows of my cheek and down the bridge of my nose. To blend out my concealer, I'm going in with my Real Techniques sponge. You can use a beauty blender, you can use your finger, you can use whatever brush you want. I've just been loving this sponge lately for this. Any type of beauty sponge I find works the best for this, and the moisture in it really helps to blend out the product and buff it into your skin. Now something I'm doing different is that I'm doing one side at a time, and then I'm going in with my powder so that it has more time to really work into my skin. This also allows non-creasing because the powder goes in right away after I've put in the concealer. So as you can see, I'm just doing that step by step, blending out everything, and then I'm using my Becca One Perfecting brush to blend out that cream contour. Then with the same brush, I'm going to go in to my Bobbi Brown Natural Powder, and this is a bronzing powder that I'm going to use to contour my skin. So I'm basically taking it along everywhere I placed that cream contour, but I'm also going to take some along down the jaw area, underneath my chin area, because I do find that I've put on a bit of weight lately, so I need some help in the contour department. And then to contour my nose, I just kind of tip the brush over and I use the small, like, angular side of the brush. Now I'm going to dust away any of the excess powder. I'm just using a regular e.l.f. blush brush to do this, and I'm just making sure to really work the powder into the areas I wanted before brushing it out. So I kind of add a little bit of pressure, not too much, because you do want to be sensitive around your face. To clean up the contour area, I'm going to take that sponge again and the same Ben Nye Banana powder I used to set my concealer, and I'm going to place that underneath the area of my jaw and then down the contour line as well, just to make sure everything comes out really smooth. I'm taking this coral brush from Smashbox Cosmetics, and I'm picking that up on my Sigma on my Sigma angled brush, and I'm just using that on the apples of my cheeks, blending back towards my hairline, just above where I placed the contour. You don't want it to be too crazy, but you do want to add a beautiful color, and this color matches so well with the eye look. Now I'm dusting off any of the excess powder. Now I'm going to highlight my face. I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder and Mint Brush number 44 to just place that highlight all over my face so it looks like I'm glowing from within. For highlight, I'm going in with the other side of the Lancome Duo, and I actually really love this highlight, and it's surprising that I've never used this highlight on camera before because it is so gorgeous. It is the most beautiful highlight. So basically what I'm doing is I'm placing the highlight first on areas where I want to be highlighted, and then I'm going in with my finger and blending that out. The warmth of your finger really helps blend it out. To finish up my eyes, I'm going in with Deep Plum eyeshadow on the outer third of my eyelid area, and then I'm going to take MAC Melon Pigment on the same smudger brush from Morphe, and I'm going to place that in the inner 1/3 of my lower lash line. Then once you're doing that, you also want to blend the two together so it looks a little bit better, and once you're happy with the intensity of it, you can go in and you can apply mascara to your lower lash line, and then also make sure to just put some eyeliner in your waterline. Once you're happy with that, you go in with lips. I'm using Cosmo Pop lipstick from Lime Crime. On top of that, I'm using OCC Kava Kava Lip Tar. First, I'm going in on a brush, and then I'm going to use my finger to blend that out because I really want it to seep into my skin. After that, I'm going to go in with MAC Spice Lip Liner to blend it together and use my finger as well to blend that out. I find using your finger gets the product nicely onto your lips. And then last but not least, I'm taking some Champagne Pop highlighter and placing that in the center of my lips with just a regular Sonia Kashuk blending brush, and I love the way the lips turned out. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys really enjoy this look. I told you in my last Sephora haul that I was in love with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, and I knew I wanted to do a tutorial really showcasing these beautiful eyeshadows. So I really focused on the crease and just using beautiful colors that would look great for the springtime. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and please don't forget to share this video with anyone you might think would really like this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Don't ever forget you are so beautiful. Bye guys.